Thank you for joining me, Mr. Hudson, here on another SEO video, part 2 out of 5, where the digital world is on a rampage. I'm bringing to you today how to format your page for SEO readability. This is a very another important message from me to you. Now, let me explain something to you. When it comes to readability, not everybody wants to have a whole thing of text and just look at it and sit there and just try to cram all that information in. The best way to have somebody interact with your information is to break it down, to make sure you have headers, to make sure that you have the little bullet points. All that information is actually very important. And if you're a business that's out there today that you're trying to get conversion rates, there's a thing called call to actions. I'm going to show you some of those too. With everything in place that we have today, these things right now are very important. If you have a video like this one, by all means put those on there too. You can embed those into your site. But if you don't, that's okay. You got to start somewhere, right? So here's what we're going to do today. I'm going to go over how basically you want to lay out your page so that the readability is in a good status. 2, I'm going to make sure that you get the call to actions and make sure you understand what that means. Now, if I show you a call to action, it's not necessarily a good one for your type of business. It's just a call to action that I'm going to show you so you know what one is. And that way you can make your own call to actions to what applies to you and make sure that your conversion rate. Now, with all that being said, I'm going to just tell you, if this is too much for you and you don't really understand, that's okay too. I encourage you to go back and watch one of my other keyword videos, or you can always just give us a call. The number's right here on the screen. Just give us a call. Not a problem at all. We'll help you out. Free consultation. Also, just to let you know, down below, you can actually subscribe. Now, by subscribing and actually clicking on the little bell, you'll know when the next video comes out. It'll be video number 3 out of this 5-part series for SEO. And these SEO tips and tricks are very important to you if you want to do great in your business. Okay? So, with all that being said, today I'm going to go ahead and take you straight to the digital world now. Alright, welcome to the digital world. I'm actually going to show you something. So here's the whole point of the video, is for me to actually show you what a formatting should look like and give you some tips and tricks as best as I can to do that. Now, I'm also going to show you this one particular article that by the way, everything I kind of got laid out, I haven't really read through it, but this particular article, I literally scrolled through the articles to see if there's a bad one, and this would be it. The reason why is because every one of these, if you look here, basically there's no headers throughout this. There's no bullet points throughout this. And there's not even what I call deep links, which we'll go into another video. So make sure you subscribe and tweet the bell. So now with that being said, let me show you one that I think is okay but not great. Okay but not great would be this one. The reason why it's okay but not great is because here's the thing. It's looking good from here. So you come down through here and it's got a version 1, version 2, however, whatever this applies to. It does have that. Then it does have bullet points. It has this. And you continue to scroll. The spacing's pretty good. But I just feel like it's too much spacing sometimes, because too much spacing could be a problem. So this one, I probably wouldn't think that it was the best, but I feel like margins are good. And I also feel like it broke up enough with the bullet points and everything. So now let me show you one that I thought did a good job. Is this one. Now this is Hub Pages, known for a lot of bloggers and stuff. And basically on this particular blog, if you come up here, it says how to delete unused WordPress themes installed on your blog. And if I come down through here and I'm just like, look, I just want to figure this out. I don't have to read a bunch of times. I just want to, oh, bam, right there. It hits me. I could literally come here and I know that this section just speaks to me about what exactly I need to do. I don't want to have to read a bunch, but it speaks to me. It keeps me on the page longer, because now I'm probably going to have this page pulled up along with another tab trying to actually figure out how to delete it. So this is a really well played part of this particular blog. And then also another thing is they got an embedded video. What better way to put the video toward the bottom that's going to show me how to do it. You notice that they put this here to kind of be like, okay, well, we're gonna highlight this, make sure that basically we get it word for word, click for click, and then bam, if you still can't get it, keep scrolling, and we do a whole walkthrough through the video. That is brilliant. I love this. This is well thought, well written, everything there. So as I come down here even further, I'm looking to see what is Google. Okay, so all this is just toward the end of the article, but at the same time, the main meat of the article is even above here. I'm not sure what they're going into here. I didn't really read this, to be honest. Why? Because I'm just looking for layout. I'm looking for formatting. I'm not looking to actually read it. I'm looking for formatting to basically describe to you guys of how you should be formatting your articles. Now, I do want to give credit to this particular blogger, not because I know him, not because of anything else, just the fact that he did a good job on the layout in Hub Pages, and he does have 9 other articles and things like that. So, William there has got credit. Now, I do want to point out what I normally do is I will write and kind of do a layout so I can visually see it before I actually put it on WordPress or Hub Pages or any other blogging site for that matter. So I've put this here and I basically started this. This is not a finished product by no means. This is just me trying to get a concept together for a project I'm working on. And you notice I started some bullet points and I put a picture in to kind of see the spacing, and then I'm going to go back through it and read it and see if it, the readability is perfect. Make sure that, the keyword that I'm going to choose is either going to be up top here, or I might put it down here with another section and write a whole nother section, I should say, below all this. So I just kind of want to give you guys the idea that you can use Google Google Docs to basically be able to create something and to see it before you put it in WordPress or any other particular blogs for that matter. Now, this picture, actually, I just want to give credit here to Pixabay. I actually got this from Pixabay. The great thing is about Pixabay, and I'm just going to show you, is that it's a free site. I said, yes, free. You can actually, with Pixabay, get a stock photo for free. Now, up here, there is Shutterstock, and these ones you would have to pay for. But pretty much anything down through here, let's just click on one like the flower. You would actually come here, free download, and then you get to pick your size. And it downloads, and you're good to go, and now you got a stock photo. I will tell you, if you do have the opportunity to get a original photo, please get an original photo. It is so much better for SEO purposes. The only other thing that I'm going to throw in here, I don't know if I'm going to have in one of the other videos, so I'm going to go ahead and throw it in here. If not, it'll be a repeat, don't know, bonus material, if you will, is that anytime that you do have photos like this, you want to make sure that you put your alt tags in. Now, there's 2 ways you can do alt tags and reasons for it. Now, notice I just right-click, and I went to inspect, and this popped up, okay? And you're probably not seeing the whole screen, so I'm going to bring it to the middle here so you can see what I'm looking at. So basically, the reason for the alt tags, and what I'm doing here is just kind of hovering over the photo itself, and you have to go into you have to go into your like if you're in WordPress or wherever, they have different places in there for you to put your alt tag. But what I want to point out is that it's kind of important to have those, is because, like, for instance, let me see. Where is it at? I'm just making sure this one has it, I think it may be this one. Yeah, alt class. This one's called a Zumbo or something. I'm not sure why they even have that. Has nothing, unless that's the name of the theme or whatever that they were trying to delete. But my point is that you want to basically either have your alt tag to be localized if you're trying to be into a particular area. So if you're in Texas and you're in Houston and you want to, people to kind of look for that area, you could put Houston, whatever, localized with a keyword, or just use your keyword as in your alt tag. Either way, some of that nature would be sufficient, but just make sure you do put alt tags in. That's basically all I'm going to say with that. I'll do another video, or I might talk about it more in depth on another video. Now with this, the other reason why I really like this, guys, he actually did the embed of the video. Embedding the video is always great.
like I said, this one just can walk you right through, like I kind of mentioned. But the other reason I want to point out the video is because if you do videos inside your content, it just really makes it pop. Your content you'll be able to get your bounce rate down, you'll be able to convert if you're trying to gather leads. Just depending on what you're trying to do, videos always help your overall goal, no matter what it is. So with everything that I've kind of shown you here, if you guys have any questions whatsoever, if you want me to go deeper into some detail on some stuff, like I said, I'm just kind of doing the overview. That's what this is kind of for. Some of the other videos, I'm going to do the overview, might even get even deeper. So we'll see what happens. All right, I'm going to talk to you about the call to action now. With regards to call to action, the reason why I'm on Hub Pages right now is I just want to point out a couple things. Is that as soon as you land on Hub Pages, this is what you're seeing. So this is exactly what you see right off the bat. The first thing you see is start writing. It's an action. It's basically telling you, hey, click here and you can write. That actually helps for the call to action. Your eyes go toward it, your orange button, and then up here you see join. I mean, this is another great way of actually being able to have call to actions. It helps. Now, on a clothing store, I just picked A&E. One thing I like about what they did here is they actually just use text, 25%, 20, and basically from there they just put their categories, of what they want to get you to go to, essentially. So 25%, 20%. Oh, let's click on shop for jeans, shop jeans. So I click on shop jeans. And now it takes me to the jean page, and now I'm going to basically load my cart up, and on the way I go and make a purchase, and they make their money. But again, it all started from the call to action. Now they have more of what I would call a funnel effect in the way that they have to, because they're e-commerce. Now, if I come over here to a Johnny Cochran site, this is the first thing you see. And one of the things you see here is this: find your local attorney. So, I mean, automatically it's a call to action. Down here you get a free consultation. Find your attorney. This is before I even scroll. Now, let me rephrase it. Right here. This is before I even scroll. Now when I scroll, I come down, and now they got a little bit more motion to show you, if what type of attorney, or if what you want to learn more on. See how you want to do something, whatever the case may be. It's all this is more call to action to get you to click, to get you to go in. And that's what you need. That's how people, because if you're interested, if they're truly interested, if you have a personal injury and you're seeking an attorney, this would interest you. This right here would be like, okay, what's this do? Okay, then you come here and you learn more. And then when you go to learn more, you're going to get a little information. And what's cool is, again, I talked about videos being embedded. They actually embed they embedded their video into this page, which is a big to-do. I really enjoy when people do that. So that's one thing I want to throw out there, is just the buttons are call to actions. So another thing that I want to throw out there is a local San Antonio realtor right here. Is, if you notice right off the bat, you get in touch. It's just a nice call to action. Let me minimize my page so you guys can see it a little bit better, probably. I don't know. Then come down here, you get buy a home, sell a home, rent a home. These are mostly what a realtor is probably going to deal with. I'm sure they deal with many other things, but this is where they want to capture their leads. This is their bread and butter, if you will, for capturing leads. So, I mean, these buttons really give that call to action concept that we're talking about. And then scroll down, look, you got houses here, and then even further down, it's got learn more. So another call to action. So in the page, it just keeps going with call to actions on the page. If I go to Bank of America, I was kind of hoping they would have a bot kind of pop up. There's so many reasons that bots are starting to be very popular, is because not only are they great for taking information, this and the other, but they're great for taking action. And I know realtors are starting to really use those a lot. But on this particular page, I've been to this page before, and usually a bot pops up. I didn't see one on this one this time around. But either way, the call to action here is apply now. That gets the process started after you read all this. Before you even read this, you get all the the call to action. They just want you to hurry up, sign up, doesn't matter, call it a day. So my whole point is that buttons and call to action, if I scroll down, you see how that kind of moved in? That wasn't there before. So they actually have a little extra blue thing to move in. So even if you're reading, you can not have to scroll all the way back up. You can just take action right there. So again, that's another call to action that you want to take in consideration when you're doing your page. Again, this may not, a lot of this stuff is you want to drive your information around your call to action and fit them in how you see fit. But the goal of call to actions is to get you leads, because you should be getting traffic based on your SEO and your keywords. And then you should also, the next step is to make sure that you're keeping that traffic on your page by having formatting. So if you haven't noticed thus far, the very first video I did was keywords. The reason why I did that one first is because you kind of need that before you can even begin formatting, right? So now that I've done this video on formatting and call to actions, you should have a better understanding of what you need to do when it comes time to basically doing your keyword research and basically how you want to visually see your call to actions to be set up on the page. These are just some examples. I'm pointing out some examples to you so you know how to set it up, or maybe even have a idea and a better way you want to set yours up. The next video that's probably coming out is probably going to be about deep linking or internal linking. Basically, that is a very important video, so that way we can actually get the video out there for you guys so you can see it. If you have any questions or comments, please do so. Put them all down in the comment section. I'll be more than happy to answer any question you got. So let's go on back right now.
Welcome back to reality, and that concludes another episode here on Hudson Web Studio. Now, just so you don't forget, I want to make sure you get the next video, because this is part 2 out of 5 videos for SEO. So here's what I want you to do. Go ahead and hit subscribe right now, down below. Right now. Oh, there you go. And then also tweak the little bell. And once you tweak that bell, and the next episode that comes out, you're going to get it. Now again, thank you so much. I hope it was helpful. And you stay tuned for the next one.